Last week, our MSYPs for Shetland, Sonny Thomason and Dylan Morris, were asked to present at the Heads of Planning conference that took place in the Shetland Museum and Archives. Before the event, we spoke to Sonny and Dylan about their thoughts on being invited to the event.
It's so important that young people are invited to events like these because we need to be engaging with young people so they can have their voices heard. It's 2018, that's the year of young people, and we should use this opportunity to express views of young people and make sure that young people are at the heart of decision making.
One of the major topics at the conference was the importance of engaging young people to get involved in the planning process and make the idea of planning and place more appealing to the younger people. Sonny and Dylan presented on the day alongside other speakers such as Shetland Islands Council Chief Executive Maggie Sanderson and Ailsa Anderson of RTPI Scottish Young Planners Network. During Sonny and Dylan's presentation, they showcased all of the work that the Scottish Youth Parliament and Young Scot do, highlighting how they could help in getting more young people involved in planning. After all the speakers had finished, they were asked to sit on a panel for a Q&A session. During this session, the planners in the room asked a range of questions, and Dylan's asked if the planners were to go back to their communities and connect with the MSYPs in their region. After the conference, we spoke to Ian McDermott, Executive Planning Manager for the SIC, about the topic of young people at the conference and why it is important to get more people involved.
This year I've been elected Head of Planning for Scotland. So in that role as Chair, I get to have a discussion with the people who are organising the conference and think about what the main themes are going to be for our conference. This year we thought it was pretty relevant to go for what had been the Year of Young People, to focus on engaging with young people. So these are tomorrow's generations of people who will have to live for many decades in those places. And it's all well and good for people like me to be sitting around telling people what kind of place they want to live in, what kind of environment they want, what's important to them. But actually, I'm too old for that. And a lot of our politicians are too old for that. And quite often what we do is we identify what the problems are and then solve them as we think they should be solved. So even if people come to us and say this is the issue, we as the experts make up the responses. We decide what should happen next, and actually we need young people to tell us what the issues are, and we need them to tell us what the responses should be, what our actions should be, what our policies should be, what should be in our next local development plan, and the things that make their place in Shetland a better place to work and live.